Hello, fellow architects. Welcome back. Alright, so we're back. Day 6. Are we on day 6? Yeah, day 6 of the Greedfall playthrough. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. I'm sure the VOD is going to come out much later like it usually does. But, level 29, so I don't know how much longer the game is going to be. Based on the way it's kind of been going, it feels like the game is coming to a close, but I don't think so, because I just feel like there's still more of the game to be doing, you know? So we'll see where this ends up going here.
We can see everything from here.
Sit and wait. Follow your target from reasonable distance. Okay, one of these again. One of these Assassin's Creed things. I only ever played Assassin's Creed 2, so that's what I know about what makes Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed. So they probably have done a whole lot more involved things than that since then, but. I really hope that they resolve the issue. No, it's not really the issue to resolve exactly. It's just, I hope it's not just like we said, straightforward as come on, as straightforward as it's about to, you know, as it's seeming to be. It's... Hello, Sid Twitch. What's up yourself? You enjoy your new year? Yes, I did. Had a nice time with the folks, my parents, and you know, don't get much of a chance to do it. So it's nice to chance to bring the new year with some family. Hopefully you've enjoyed your new year so far. We're one day in, so hopefully the day has been good. Your New Year's Eve was nice as well.
Here he is, red-handed, the sellout. Shall we arrest him?
Good to see what he puts in. Sure.
We should first find out what he puts in the box. Let him finish. The way is clear. Now, let's take a look at this box.
Good. See what this is about. Slip through it. Well, that's a good way. It's a good use of the time either way. Honestly, we were watching the Times Square thing, like ball drop, because where I am, where we normally have like big festivities, like in Toronto and stuff, they didn't do it at all. Jinho Yun, welcome back. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, so we were watching the Times Square like New Year's Eve ball drop thing, right? And it was the most surreal thing. Like, half of the crowd wasn't even a crowd. It was just like those wacky, wavy inflatable like tube men, the tube men, and we got a kick out. Me and my parents got a kick out of making fun of just how like lame it was. Like, I guess kudos to them. They at least tried to actually do it this year, right? As opposed to like wherever else they just canceled it. But like it was just so weird and like corny, you know? Like it's like the few people that were allowed to attend Times Square, the Times Square one, were like in like little playpens. Like we were joking, literally calling them playpens, where it was like 4 people per like box, and like they were all like cordoned off, and like they were separated from everyone else by like 6 feet or whatever. And it was really just, it was like if you had shown me this picture or this video from like a year ago, if you like gone in the future and shown me this video, this image, this footage of Times Square New Year's Eve, I would have been like, you are trolling me. Like it was like, what is it? Did an alien make this? You know, like that's strange. But hello, Jinho Yoon. How are you? God bless. Happy New Year, and hopefully your day has been going well. Your first day of 2021.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Yeah, but it was funny. It was weird. It was weird because
We know a little more.
you know the host, because there were no people, right? Usually at Times Square, like it's packed, right? And like if the host is like saying something, everyone's like, woo! You can hear like the din of the crowd, right? You can hear like the murmuring and the woo, right, from people. So it was this thing where it was like the host was like, hey guys, and welcome to New Year's Eve 2020.
With my own eyes.
Yeah, okay, so, you know, we're gonna do doing this and that, you know, like, it was like this empty silence while he was because where he was standing, he was hearing the cheers, like, from the few people that were there, but, like, from the people at home, it was just silence, because the mic couldn't pick up so few people. Celebrate the New Year Korean style. Oh, nice. I mean, I'm assuming, well, I'm not sure what that means exactly, I'm assuming it's Korean style food. Well, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what that would entail. Whatever it is, I'm sure I would like it. Wait, what the? Oh, back to that place. Okay, we have to run back over there now. Are there any like Korean like traditions you do like outside of like cuisine? Like I was okay. So one thing, right? I was joking. There's a certain rice cake soup specifically for New Year's that we eat. Oh really? Ah, and I'm assuming it's some kind of long-standing Korean tradition. Like you know, good luck soup kind of thing. You know, the tube men were lining the sidewalks, right, during the New Year's Eve thing, and I was making fun of the fact that, like, you know, man, these tube men are really giving it their all, right? Because like, but only some of them, right? Some of them were being lazy bones. They were just doing the arms.
Perfect.
Right? Then there were a few of them who were really excited to be there, and they were like actually doing the full-on wave, you know. So that's great. But then what happened was the host, after a while, like sort of did like a fake interview with one of the tube men, and it came across all weird because like initially I had made fun of the whole thing. We were laughing at how silly it looked, right? But the fact that he was like doubling down on it made it weird. Oh, let's do this thing. Yeah, there you go. We also do a thing where we bow / kneel and say Happy New Year in Korean to our grandparents, and they give us money. Really?
I couldn't bear to
so
see
interesting.
this
Yeah, we
traitor
have
sell
different
his whole family for a few
traditions, eh?
coins.
Do you want us to tend to your wound?
No, I'll go back to port and get back on my feet. Find the documents. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, the three of you.
It's a nice time of year, you know. As much as I don't like the cold in the season, it's a nice time of year where everyone is in sort of a celebratory mood. You know, between Christmas and New Year's, it's good. The slog comes in like January and February, where there's, I guess in February you have Thanksgiving or have Valentine's Day, but for the most part, you know, January and February are kind of like slower months. It's more of a slog in terms of celebrating things. Then when like March comes around, then you're like, oh man, spring's coming, and you know, there's anticipation about that, right? Wait, what? Oh, alright. Even yeah, I like this time of year. No real work breaks until like Easter. Yeah, that's true. So like both in terms of work and in terms of just general anticipation for various you know, celebrations and stuff.
He was ready to sell more than just his own knowledge. There are plans for machines and ships that he must have stolen from elsewhere. In addition to a substantial sum, Reuben is also going to obtain a major post on the continent. Everything is here. We'll give it to the Admiral tomorrow.
Tomorrow? So... Yoshi OST! What's up, man? Oh, breathing the mic there. But I have my pop filter right here. Okay. Hello! Hello! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Yes. PogChamp on the New Year celebrations. I got the family over, so I'm gonna leave a lurk. Good luck figuring out the story. Thank you, Gene. I hope that your Mono Ice run went really well. Tuned into it for only briefly, but yeah. Enjoy the family, man. God bless. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. How you doing, Yoshi? Happy New Year. Go back to the Admiral, yeah.
Come closer, good people.
I'm eating dinner, but I'm glad to see you. Happy New Year is real. Is real. I know. It's been a good day so far. So that's 1 out of 365. That's pretty good so far.
Desarde.
How are your wounds?
I recovered fast. It was nothing. Did you find the documents
Yes.
he intended to sell?
Yes, here they are. But there was more than just his journal.
So he lusted after a prestigious position. And what a salary! I see that our secrets are still worth a fortune. Thank you for bringing me all this. As for you, Alba,
That's 5.
I owe you an
Wow.
apology. I should have trusted you.
You have nothing to do with it. The captain did everything to make me appear guilty.
No. If we put the same trust in the volunteers as in the Seaborns, this would never have happened. We owe you a lot, Desarde.
Alright,
I
good.
will not forget
Now she's
it,
happy.
nor will I forget
Now we
the lesson.
can
Be sure of it.
continue.
You have my full gratitude.
Yes, good.
Anything else?
Yes, something else.
Admiral, did you think any more about my alliance proposal?
Indeed. You have given me reasons to reconsider.
Yes.
And you earned the trust of my men.
There we go.
They will be by your side when it's time to fight this battle.
Thank you, Admiral.
Good. Oops. All right. Yeah, we got him. We got her. All right. So we got coin guard. Ask. Well, since we're here, may as well ask for that dude. I don't even know who that is. Burhan. I don't think we ever spoke to him. I'm thinking this might be the last session for the game, but I'm not sure if I really want that. I mean, I do in one sense. I want the game to wrap up. Because it doesn't seem like it's gonna be offering any new mechanics and things, but also I feel like if it just ends with me killing Constantine, then that'll be like really unsatisfying because there's a lot more that there needs to be explored. I feel like
I'm truly sorry. Thank you.
Express. A great many excellent sages and good people died during this attack. We should have been more vigilant. These traitors must have been planning their coup for a long time. Well then, what might the simple Dr. Burren do for you?
Since you broach the subject of treachery with complacency,
I'm not sure I understand. What are you speaking about?
Have you forgotten that after sending me to save your savants that you then again sought my assistance? According to you, I needed only to convince the Tierna Hack Conductors to provide us with a remedy. But you used me like a pawn, seeking in truth to capture her.
I cannot understand why you are reacting in this way. I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down as enemies, after all. And I had good reason to believe that you would not resort to physical persuasion.
You are even ready to use brute force against your own allies.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tierna, your spy attempted to kill me, Excellency. And you dare to tell me that my anger is exaggerated? Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against his sovereign?
I promise you that I had no intention for any harm to befall you. That man went beyond his orders, I assure you. I implore you, please accept my sincerest and profound apologies in the name of the Bridge Alliance.
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. I'm surprised that your spy has not returned to
you can like tell very clearly where like
he fled rather
the
than
different
responsibility for his
cutscenes are kind of like strung together based upon what happened to you and what you said. There's these like little jump cuts.
Know that he will be caught and judged for his crime. I am all the more sorry because your cousin has been quite generous with me. I should have made myself clearer, made certain that my orders were without ambiguity. And concerning the remedy...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps even some sort of machination.
No. That is terrible. This is a great setback. How could I have been so naive? What a shame. I am truly sorry that you risked your life in vain.
Alright, well...
We're looking for help.
Help? I doubt that I could be of any usefulness, but I'll hear you out, of course.
I do not know if it's the Malachor or the ritual that saved him that's to blame. But my cousin has fallen prey to madness.
Ritual.
He has
it's the
decided
ritual.
to take control of the island.
Right?
Using powers he has gained from the
true villain isn't Constantine, it's actually
I'm not sure I understand what
whatever
you're telling me. Of course,
the level up force was tapped into
healing of Constantine.
Heal Constantine.
But what do you mean by powers and a bond?
My cousin participated in a ritual that links him to the island, as many of the natives have done. This ritual saved him and gave him his powers, and now he uses them in his thirst for conquest.
I'm not sure I believe in these mad stories, which resemble far too much the superstitions of Teleme. But if your cousin wishes to conquer this island for himself, it is vital to stop him. Alas, I no longer have an army, nor even doctors to send to heal your troops. Only this old weapon that allowed me to survive the coup d'etat. Take it. It is a unique weapon that I created myself. I hope that it will serve you well.
It looks like it's a gun, though, and I don't use guns.
I will use it well.
I haven't gotten any new gear in ages. Well, I mean, he did help. He did help me.
Farewell,
you know.
Pisade.
Good. I don't really remember who he is, honestly. This is the way it goes for me with so many like story games. Is I do try to pay attention, but inevitably I forget something or. Oh, wait. Oh no, it takes accuracy. Accuracy 5. I never put guns because I didn't have the accuracy. Yeah, inevitably I just like I'm just not very good at just keeping things like paying attention to like little guns. Yeah, I wish I could pew pew. I haven't, but I didn't level it, so. Hang on a second. Where's the blacksmith? Blacksmith.
Oh.
And crafted. Who's mana when you can have a bag full of bullets? Yeah, you can do the thing. You can do the old, what do you call it? Indiana Jones thing, right? Sure, you can have your flashy magic and your sword or whatever, right? Or you can just shoot them in the face. That works too. Quest items. This is weird though. I don't really get how this works. Like, you can craft stuff that I already know. Well, no, that makes sense. I can, because I'm asking him to craft it for me. So, is there anything here that is ingredient things? Any rings? Oh man. I mean, it makes sense that he wouldn't have rings because he's a blacksmith. He would have normal stuff. Van leader. And you know who needs mana? You know who needs mana? Me, because mages are where it's at. Oh wait, this isn't. Get out of here! I don't want to be in your house. Actually, I'm not sure if I think I may have accidentally picked the right class. What right class? Because it really seems like this is a. Seems like this is a very powerful build. But then again, there doesn't seem to be much in the way of builds in general. I don't know. Nope. Music here is nice. I don't think I've ever recognized. I noticed the music here. Hello. We should be enemies, I think, but instead I'm going to ask you to help me.
What a pleasure to have you visit. What can I do for you?
I investigated and discovered the identity of the person who orchestrated the attacks on Hikmet.
I was certain you would eventually find out who. You never give up. So, who is the bastard responsible for all these deaths?
My cousin, Constantine.
Your cousin? You have some nerve. What do you want? For me to declare war on you?
No. You must understand that the congregation had no hand in this. Constantine acted alone. Ever since he fell ill, he hasn't been himself. And who knows? Maybe the shock he felt after your attempted coup had something to do with it.
These attacks would be his revenge. Why target the others then?
I don't know. But I know that he performed a native ritual bonding him to the island several times. Each of these rituals gave him a great magical power.
Right, so there you go. So the takeaway should be like, well, maybe you shouldn't do that then,
and if he
because
succeeds, we won't be able to stop him.
You come here with your bizarre tales about magic, rituals, and sanctuaries.
That's negative
Probably
effects
expecting
to
me
it.
to send my troops out far away from my city. For all I know, you might very well still be acting on your cousin's behalf.
If that were the case, why would I have come to your rescue when the creatures attacked you? I could have just let them overwhelm you and your city would have fallen. But despite your treason, I helped you. And I'm now asking you to help me.
I think that was just because
I already
it was
managed
next
to
quest
convince other
to
factions
do.
to support me.
I mean,
But
as
your
far as I
men are still
know,
the
I mean,
best
again, I don't know.
soldiers. If
Maybe
we
I've been
want to
making
have a
choices
chance
this
of
whole time that I
saving
didn't
this island and
didn't
its
realize were
population,
actual choices
we
that
must fight
were
together.
optional.
I am in your debt, it's true. Without your intervention, I would probably have lost my city. And since I don't want you to think I'm ungrateful, I will give you this. I hope that it will prove useful to you, but you will have to fight without us. My men will never follow you in battle. They don't trust you. Sorry to say.
Is there some quest I can do to help you? Like for you helping me, like not with the knots?
Naturally,
Alright, well.
I wouldn't want to hold you back.
You give me a mace, which I cannot use again. Alright, so we got. Right, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no. Well, I mean, I can actually use the maces, but it requires strength 5. Holy cow! It's double-hander. I only use one-handed maces. Alright, what's next? Talame. So far, what are we? We're two for 5. But Burhan's help was just like, here's a gun. Here's a pew pew. Go shoot something in the face, and that wasn't really what I was hoping to get. Like I want like the help from like I want an alliance with people, not like just like a one-off weapon. At least we have the knots to help us. Where are we going here? Where are you taking me? Take me, video game. Take me outside the city. Wait, it's right here. It's right here. Right here. Okay, and then Talame. Surely, for sure, this will go through, right? I saved San Mateus or whatever you pronounce his name. I tried to choose between Hikmet and San Mateus earlier in the game. I saved San Mateus, so for sure they'll be like, okay, we're definitely gonna help you. Way. I also did a couple extra quests involving the Mother Cardinal here. I have no idea what this affects. I suppose there's going to be like this huge battle that is coming up as we get close to Constantine, and then you know, depending on who is assigned, who agrees to do have an alliance with you, they will, you know, they'll fight in the final battle or something.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Then again, yeah, where's that charisma option when you need one? Exactly, Yoshi. That's why I leveled charisma, so I have the ability to be like, okay, can we like talk about like, can I do a quest for you? Maybe something that'll make you like me.
Do you remember I thought that someone must have been responsible for the attacks you sustained?
Yes, you thought that this guardian who sent us the animals couldn't have been acting alone.
And I was right, sadly.
You're hesitating. Are you afraid of my reaction?
Indeed. As the person responsible is none other than my cousin, Constantine.
Does this mean that the congregation has decided to wage war on us? And thanks to which obscure alliance has your cousin been able to manipulate these creatures?
Constantine acted alone, and he betrayed us as much as he betrayed you, believe me. As for the way he manipulated these creatures, do you remember that my cousin was sick?
Absolutely. And it is said that his recovery was the result of a rather suspicious miracle. Are you telling me that your cousin has made a pact with the demons of this island?
Something like that. He was cured by a Donegad of the island who performed a bonding ritual. But the power he received from this made him thirsty for more, and he bonded himself to other places, thus gaining control over the guardians who were protecting these sacred places.
But why attack us? Did his madness make him forget about our alliance?
His thirst for power is making him want to control the island entirely by himself. And I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' main sanctuary on the volcano. I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken control of. And I need some help. Others have already joined me. but we also
Sure,
need the support
yeah,
of men.
that's a very
Having a
typical
common
way to say it,
enemy should
right?
help us forget
Others have
all the
joined us,
differences that have been opposing us.
just the
You
one,
expect us to
but
participate in a combined attack to protect an insular sanctuary. I hope you realize that for me to accept, I would have to be insane. Or have full trust in you.
which you
Are
do.
you implying that you may change your mind?
If you accept to
Oh,
deal
so I
with the
jump?
problem I entrusted you with, then you would at least have a chance.
Remind her that she owes you a debt. Yeah, after I saved the city. Accept.
Very well. I will take care of it even though we don't have much time.
I'll be glad to talk about it.
There
with
hasn't
you
really
again
been.
once it's done.
Maybe I'm wrong. I
Anything
haven't
else?
seen any indication that there's actually like a time limit.
Your Eminence, the threat that is weighing on us
Wait,
is
what?
getting
What?
more and more
She didn't give me.
pressing.
Did she
Have
give
you
me a quest?
reconsidered your position?
For that, you should have accomplished the tasks you were given, Your Excellence.
I'll reconsider it.
Anything else?
What? Okay.
I must leave you.
Naturally.
All right. So wait. So was it, she wants to give me a quest that I didn't see. Because side quests. No, I didn't do that quest. What quest did she give me?
Your Eminence.
Sir de Sardet.
Your Eminence, have you reconsidered?
For that, you should.
I'll reconsider.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
Okay. I guess I'm trying to figure out which one like it would even be. Hang on a second. Let me confuse as you are. Yeah. Sorry, one second. I'm just gonna Google this because Greedfall. Let me just Google the name of the quest here. Convince Teleme. Hmm. Okay, that was not that. That's not searching. It's not giving me any good results there. The cardinal for help. But we did. Okay, that's not really doesn't give me anything. I guess. I guess we'll just do we'll just, I guess, do some of these side quests. If we do, like, you know, this one is related, right, to Leme. So maybe she just wants us to finish a quest for her that I already have, and so the game didn't give it to me because I already, you know, I need to get it. Or no, I already have it, so she didn't give it to me. So let's do this one. Map. Okay, we have heading over this way. Okay. Could be up this ramp. Could be good, right? Yeah. Good.
There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Brother Virgil can't have cared less about these relics. He must have fallen asleep on duty. And then, someone must have just stolen the keys from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
So, we have to find their accomplice, the one that informed them, and who must be in the village.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Okay. Talk to Lure. I think it sounds familiar somehow. Oh, come on. Just like jump off there.
You have returned on all.
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
100% charisma.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably right.
Probably
The
right.
Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to break the peace that I did all I could to make. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes... I have to go.
This, okay. So where is this? Where is this? Here is this. There is this. Yep, up the ramp.
Greetings.
Perfect.
Are you Vindwal?
Bertia Tumad.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what?
Oh yes, we have an intuition. Tell her that her help would allow the thieves to be spared.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Teleme is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left.
Without being
It is
seen?
riddled
I
with
guess
traps.
not really
And
how I do
please,
things. I
do
kinda
not
just
hurt my son.
don't really care if I get seen or not. But sure, I'll try and take the right path. Okay, so over here. Even though last time someone told me about left and right paths, nothing came of it. That guy, I was very disappointed. That guy was like, as you approach, you know, Frickdeman or whatever his name was, Freakdeman, you know, don't stop no matter what you do. Don't turn back, and make sure you stay on the right side of the path. And all of those things I attempted to experiment with and science out because I was curious to see what would happen if I didn't do those things, right? Like if I turned around or I stopped in the middle of the trek to what would happen, you know? And it turned out nothing happened. But yeah. Path on the left, she said. Okay, so I'll go on the right, I guess. There's only one path right here so far. Wait, there's this path over here. There's those like this different paths. Here's a path, right? It looks like it goes this way. There's no, well, maybe if we go a little further in, like we go like right here, you can maybe see. Aha. Okay. So, hello DJ, welcome. How are you? Happy New Year.
The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's
No, the right side.
death to their list of punishments.
Okay, Happy New Year. Yeah.
Don't worry.
How are you? How am I? I'm very good. I'm enjoying my first day of the new year.
If I remember correctly, what that
We were just talking about how weird it was that at Times Square, I watched the Times Square ball drop with my parents. How weird it was that, like there was like no one there, and it just was so alien and kind of lame even. They had all of these like wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men in the like on the all like line up on the sidewalk, and so from a distance it looked like there was like a good amount of people there, but actually it was really there wasn't at all. There was just all these like tube men, like, you know. But yeah, it's a very strange choice.
Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden.
Oh, hello. Wait, I'm getting a thing saying that he's a quest marker? I'm getting a quest marker over him here.
It's a great shame that things have gone this far.
I don't know, we did a good thing, I guess. Here they ban fireworks. Why? Ban fireworks and they are in fact illegal. So you either watch the one that the government provides or it doesn't happen. But I don't know. Really, that's so lame. I don't know if there's a firework drug deal or something, but there were fireworks everywhere. Fireworks everywhere. That's so weird that it's like illegal. Like why?
I am genuinely sorry.
Like, because someone could hurt somebody with fireworks. I mean, that's true of anything, right? Oh well. Asian -1. My building is pretty much surrounded by other buildings, and I look up to the sky watching the illegal fireworks, and then I just see a paper plane fly by. It was funny. Must have been a very dramatic paper airplane, you know, against the backdrop of the beautiful, colorful explosions. That's nice. It's nice. You know, it's nice to hear people are, you know, celebrating, right? People need celebration, right? Like it's a human thing, right? Like, people need stuff to celebrate celebrating and feasting and these kinds of things they're not as superfluous as people might make it out to be, you know? Like, they're a great big part of community, like how to, you know, build community and to celebrate the abundance of God's blessings, you know. And so you know, even in God's law, you see it. You see that God, you know, has in His law like feasts, like festivals and feasts and things like this, right? So even though we don't celebrate them because, you know, we're in the new covenant, there's still the sense of, like, you know, God put into us the, you know, the value in celebrating and feasting.
In any case, you would do well to keep a better watch on your discoveries in the future.
3 seconds till New Year's, my brother. Turn on the Christmas tree. I want to send a message to climate change. I want my fireworks.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. Oh, we may have been a bit.
I mean, climate's changed, but, you know, the question is how much really does man have to do with it? It was very fun but different. There were lots of people in nearby buildings, so someone shouted spelling it.
I'm very busy.
Naturally.
Spelling it C-H-I, and everyone else went C-H-I-L-E. Oh, I see. Chile. Everyone goes lay, and then we all go chi, lay, viva Chile. So that was pretty powerful for me. Yeah, see, exactly. So that's kind of it as well. It's like there's a kind of like a camaraderie in the feasting and in the celebrating, right?
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Yeah. The results. Chile, viva Chile. Well, I certainly hope that every country on Earth, it'll be more and more true, you know, as you know, for Christians, right? We know that our country, our nations are not doing all that they should, and we can always hope and we pray that for our nations to become better, right? To be more godly, and in so doing, we hope for viva la insert country, viva insert country, right? Yeah, they say that for like national football games and such. Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's very interesting how patriotism is such a part of every country, you know? Even when there are so many problems, you know, with all of our countries, all of the countries of our birth, right? It's just there's something about that.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The enlightened has heard.
Oh, you are a very oily person.
What's going on? Where are the others?
Or is it just the lighting? It's the lighting. But his hat is like this. So how can the light be shining on him in that angle?
They must
Like,
have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here, and he was in a dreadful
there's always
state.
someone that starts it, and sometimes they go, "Attention, Chileans first."
He fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I'm not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
Doctor, I can just heal him because I have powers.
This man is burning up with fever, and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows.
The blows did not put him in this state. He looks like a victim of poisoning. With the right antidote, I think we could get him back on his feet.
Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter what happens, you always suspect them. This man was in the swamp. We know it's home to many creatures that we have a poor knowledge of.
What was that camera angle?
Certainly know which antidote to use. We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
We know. Why is this? Why is this always the solution? Like, we have magic, and we have abilities. Why is it always the solution? Always just go ask the natives for help. It makes sense that right? But it just, it's a recurring theme, and it just gets kind of tiresome.
On Almanawi, I heard that you managed...
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes. I was hoping that peace with the Renaigse was well.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to... What the heck, natives? -1? Ask if he knows a healer.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded.
They attacked me. I was running through.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
Can we fight it and take its stuff and then give it to him?
Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we could be held. Alas, our Donegat is one of the exiles.
That's very well, okay.
I have to go.
Like many others are not a doctor. Okay, here we go up here. She's still in the same place or no? Oh, okay.
Here you are again. What do you want?
Help.
I have come to ask for your...
I do know a few of
The
them.
plants I used to never
One of the
die.
researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he does not receive proper treatment.
Oi, I'm Mafuki, and I say about
My
weird.
son died because of these people. They neglect us and treat us like children. Why should I...
I'm sorry, but are you...
No, no.
Thank you, Vin.
Alright, fine, whatever. I can craft it myself. See, look what the heck? Why? We should ask the natives. The natives can help us. Yeah, well, I can just go to the crafting table and make it myself. Oh. Where is the crafting table? Contracts. Right? 'Cause that's what the next part of the quest is. Make an antidote. I have to travel, like, to leave the area, I guess, to this. Oh yeah, it's not a lot long of a trek. Oh wait, no, can I do it here? Workbench. Do I have Science 1? it's a damper on that whole plot point where it's like, oh man, you should probably ask Neos. We don't know the kind of poisons and the fauna and the flora of the swamp. You have to ask Neos for help, and it's like, well, I can just make it. So, where is he? Oh, this is the wrong house. I mean, that's fine, right? It's a quick and easy way to do it. So
you're safe.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it.
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them.
Excellent. Let's go fight him.
I had left
go fight
to
it.
fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him.
Yes,
Show
yes,
me
good
the
help.
location of your.
There.
Thank you.
Good. Find the camp. Theologian's camp. Hoping for a new enemy type, maybe like an optional boss. That'd be cool. Okay, haven't done too much in this one. Again, this is actually one of the areas that I wanted to go back to anyway, because it's honestly one of the few areas of the game that is a different ecosystem. Every other area is like the same. This is like the one zone where it actually has different stuff going on with it. Way. I mean, it looks still similar to the other areas, but it's got
I do not remember there being a path in this place the last time we came.
Actually, there wasn't. You're right. I mean, there was, but I couldn't go across it. Oh, it's worse. I finally found a ring which I can equip, and it's worse. Man, that's worse. Also. Purple. It's a purple, like a purple color too. I haven't upgraded my gear in like most the gear I'm wearing now. I got like the last piece I changed was my my body piece. That was like 20 hours ago. What the heck? Why isn't it? What the gear system in this game is so weird. Like none of it seems to really matter that much, which in a way can be a good thing, but. It really does feel like they thought they were gonna make an RPG, and then they were like, maybe not, maybe we won't do that.
What's happening here?
I just realized something, says DJ. Okay, what did you realize?
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you.
How did you manage to find us? In the
Brother Fidelis
Miss
managed to
Linus,
reach Eden.
there's a path
He's the one
to
who
you
told
now.
us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team.
My Christmas present came
I
out.
should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
What do you
This
mean?
expedition was
It
undertaken
came out.
with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably we have made incredible discoveries, and we could find
Oh,
more.
I wanted a book,
You
but
are
it came out December 29th.
I
Oh.
won't waste another second talking to
What's
you.
it about?
If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Missionaries of the expedition. Okay. And
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene.
about?
My relations with Virgil have always been difficult. But
I said
ever
about?
since we arrived here,
Yeah,
it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
It's a
Before
5 Nights at
anything
Freddy's
else,
book,
I
really.
need to know what led to this
So
situation.
like, is it like
What would you like to
a
know?
extended fiction? You know, a lore book? That's about the reason for the
For
quarrel.
what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. According to him, we should never have continued.
We
And when we found new tablets,
it
it
became
Were
worse.
they also
Those
written
written by
by Saint
Matthias?
Without
Saint
a doubt,
Matthias?
the handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns,
some island
some
limits.
island. But what really angers
Don't
Our
watch the cipher.
founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these
Fan
tablets
fiction.
are fake, forged by
Well,
the natives
this is lame. It's
themselves.
not on Amazon Kindle. Oh, rats. Kindles are nice. I actually really have started to enjoy audiobooks. I think it's a great way to get book reading done. While not being having your eyes occupied. I like audiobooks quite a bit. This member's
Brother
expedition.
Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help.
Orbricus.
3 more of
Father
our colleagues are
Orbricus.
missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill.
Obricus.
I
That's
must
a good.
admit that I
I
underestimated
like that
the
name.
hardships we would encounter. I made
I don't want to pay
mistakes,
$15 for shipping.
I
That's
should
the
have
thing.
prepared this
Oh,
expedition
I mean
more
that's
thoroughly.
pretty smart.
but Virgil's being
That shipping,
disingenuous
man,
does
like,
not help.
Like
No one has
the same
searched for
price
those
or
who are
even
missing.
more of the thing you're
I
buying,
wanted
right?
us to search for them, but someone later
I
convinced me
once
that it
bought a book
presented
that was
too much
like
of a risk.
$10
Along
and like
with
the
lack
shipping
of
was like 15 or
preparation,
$20.
our
It was
constantly
ridiculous.
decreasing number and
And by someone, I suppose.
Virgil.
indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of
It should be.
information.
I also thought
But
Virgil,
Of course,
Virgil, of
that's
course.
understandable.
Where is he? Come down! I want to talk to you. There you go.
Brother Virgil,
What do you want?
can you
Oh.
explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The
Get a friend to
reason for
buy
it
it
is
and
very
copy it
simple.
to you.
It is Eugenia's folly. This
How about my
woman should
friends
never
pay
have
the
been
15 bucks
supervisor
for
of our
shipping?
team. The discoveries
Then
made in Eden were sufficient, but
just
no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition
as
in
long
a
as they don't
hurry,
use it, I guess it's
without
okay.
taking elementary precautions. And now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets without...
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets,
These are written by
allegedly written by
Saint
Saint
Matthias.
Matthias.
Okay.
But their content is so
They were
absurd.
obviously
I'm
forged.
certain that the natives must have found these stones before us. And
How would they have done that? The
Alright.
natives cannot write.
they must have been helped by an unscrupulous
I
settler.
don't know. Okay.
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues
I
went
don't
missing.
know. They haven't.
Do you know
For some
anything
reason, my
about
character's
this?
not asking.
They did not
I'm not
go
having the
missing.
option of asking
They were
what
killed.
they say.
It was the wild beasts.
The first thing
diseases.
like, you'd think to
And let's
ask,
not
you'd be like,
forget
okay,
the
well,
savages.
this brother Virgil character is saying, oh, but the writings here are so ridiculous. There's no way they're true. And then my character has no follow-up questions like,
That's
well, what do they
strange.
say that
There aren't many
makes
villages
you
around.
think that it's so absurd?
We have been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following
This is
us. We will
departure.
not be safe on the sea.
So
we can die as well.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And, in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take... But I would not get my hopes up.
Start researching the
To
excavation
get there,
site.
take the path south of here. But be careful.
Okay. Got our next assignment. You drop. Do a plunging attack on off the top rope. Okay. Oops. Oh. Around here. Possible to climb. Welp. How do... Okay, well we could go this way. Right there. See, this area is actually a little different looking visually than the rest of the game, which wrong way. How is this a way? What the heck? Map showing that you can go that way. Okay, well. Oop. Gate area. Like, oh no, don't climb, just fall. You know?
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion, he was struck from behind with a mace, most likely.
In scientists with level 2, they don't have the required ability.
This man's skull is sunken.
Hush.
But he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull.
Try the other locations. Go over here.
With a mace, most likely.
See if we can put. Oh, hey, nice. Simple. I thought those were new animals, but they thought about the same. Yeah, tail swipe, but I saw someone was poisoned there. We went too far, but when we're here, we can investigate this one.
Poison on my blade, and let's go!
Were you killed by
These
evil?
fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most
Well, yeah, that tells that we just fought.
What was he doing alone so far from camp?
Petrus is gonna save you. Boom. Easy.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured.
Was he? Oops.
He must have been killed
Pretty
by
intact
swamp
still.
animals. Even so,
His arm is clipping through the
this
ground,
wound
so
looks
there is
different
that.
from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
It's like, it's like when you do that thing as when you're like a kid. You're like, oh no, my arm is gone, my hand is gone, right? They just made it clip into the ground so that it looks like it's not there.
Deaths, these abject crimes. The natives can be violent, but they are deceitful. I'm afraid that Brother Virgil may have found a way to take control of the.
Seriously, Virgil is.
Indeed, I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Of course, Virgil's the villain because, of course, he is. You're back, okay. Look forward to it. Of course, Virgil's the villain because he's the religious guy who wants to convert the natives. So of course he's the villain. Because I actually was thinking about, you know, given the does this go in a circle? Given the game the benefit of the doubt. And and yet every time I give it the benefit of the doubt, it turns out, oh, it wasn't the natives, it wasn't their fault. Nothing that they do is a problem. Like,
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency.
Indeed. I regret to say that they are
dead.
not.
That's
I'm
because he
afraid
killed
someone
them.
else is
That's
responsible for
accidental.
this.
The savages.
Yeah,
Oh,
first for
Virgil,
blood.
would you please stop taking us for fools?
Who else could?
Someone who
Maybe it was
Fine.
you.
The Ordo Luminous
That's
sent
me
me
to
to
keep
keep an
on
eye
this
to
expedition,
ensure
make
that
sure
the
the discoveries
discoveries we
we
made
made
would not
our nation,
jeopardize our nation.
presence
But the
on this
inscriptions on
island.
the tablets are a heresy. Can you
Tribulation.
imagine what would happen if it was said that our
Founders,
founder,
the teachings of the
this is
natives.
even then, foolish Eugenia, accepted these discoveries without realizing that our entire nation...
I
I
want to scare
understand
her.
that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far.
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to
may have
kill.
already done so. I've killed tons of
Maybe,
people.
but since you want to avoid using
Give
violence,
tell me
help
if
me
it's
because my
usually
colleagues and
eating
I know how to sort
discoveries,
through
and
these
you'll be
discoveries.
rewarded for
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Taleme, but he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island,
Well,
Cornelia should be the one to decide.
no, actually, no, it shouldn't be
Careful
Cornelia
with
either.
your
It just should, if it's
accusations,
something
though.
is true, then it just should
Eugenia
be
and her colleagues are on edge.
be made known.
We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
Accept the goal and take his side. Order him to leave the expedition. Reveal what happened to everyone.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next.
-1 reputation. Oh, whatever. Petrus is loyal to the very clear, not even subtext of the Mother Cardinal, which is like supposed to be the obvious parallel to Roman Catholic Church. So Petrus is like you should go to the Pope and have him have her say what it is.
What happened to them?
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp
Okay,
animals.
Taleme is chosen.
Your
She just got an
colleagues
achievement
want-
for that, so I
Brother
think she'll
Virgil
probably.
confessed to his crime.
Monster! You will pay for
You'll
these
kill
crimes.
your brothers or friends.
You shouldn't have been so quick and want to reveal them for all to hear.
How dare you present yourself as the...
Determination.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Yeah. Stay down. Oh, is there one left? Oh, you guys are just hanging out up there? Okay.
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil.
Hey, Fuzz.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices fled
Yeah, I'm
along with
winning.
him.
I'm winning.
What a waste. So many
Unfortunately,
people died.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of
I'm
everyone,
souring on this
but I
game.
thought it was the
I'm,
best way
you
of
know,
ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable.
the more
alas.
I learn about the story
you did
and
what you
the
thought
way the
here.
characters kind of.
Take the lass.
Why
You
minus
will have to look after
Taleme?
Aiden as well.
I just
There are
got
two
like
few
max
of us to continue
reputation
the
with them in the
research.
same
Were
cutscene,
you
and now I got
hoping to discover
-1.
more?
Of course. This place was but a single step. In the last tablets speak of a journey, but even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we
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 go
could
there.
go there for you.
We can go there for
I
you.
think
We
I
can do
noticed
that.
perhaps you...
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here.
I had
if
to hear it.
uncover
Yeah, it's like the problem is like I was giving the game a lot of the benefits of the doubt because like you want to give every game a fair shake, right? But it's like so far the story is really leaning on like the main theme really seems to be like civilization bad, science bad, faith bad, nature good. Like the only characters really that like have been the problem characters are all people who adhere to like a religion or are they're like colonists from like the New World. This is the wrong way. or you know, want to use science to try and figure out what the cure for the disease is, for the disease that we're trying to cure. And then, like, whenever we have a problem, it's always like, oh, we should ask the natives for help, and the natives, they know the earth spirits and stuff, and then they'll figure it out. And the way I was expecting the story to go was it would be more like everyone, you know, like everyone's a little bit wrong, everyone's a little bit right. Like, you know, in some ways everyone's right, in some, but like not, they don't have the whole picture, you know, kind of thing. But like the last few quests I've been doing is just like, maybe it's just like it's unfair for me to judge it in that way, because like, I mean, it's unfortunate that I've been doing quests that in a row that like all involve just like natives are good and all of the other people are not good and stuff. So it might just be unfair for like there. How the heck do I get over here? You go around around to the right side. It's like I thought there was it was just, yeah, it was just gonna be more balanced, right? And where it was like, you know, the natives doing blood rituals to like connect with the earth. Maybe it's not the best thing for them, right? Like maybe like. And you know what? That still could be, to be fair to, again, to be give it the benefit of the doubt, to be fair to it, it could still be where it's going, because the main villain that we're now dealing with right now did a bunch of weird, you know, native ritual things, to become, you know, bound to the island and stuff, and so doing he kind of like he had gained like a lust for power and stuff. Now he's like a villain, so I'm thinking maybe that's where like you're gonna get a little more pushback on like the idea that the natives are just great and it's all good. Because I feel like there's no way the plot can be that simple. It can just be that straightforward. Just be like a flat out just totally like obvious. Like environmental type message. There's just no way it's that straightforward. It's gotta be some kind of. I've been saying this the entire playthrough, right? Not be the best way, yeah. I was saying this the whole playthrough. It's like it's gotta be like. Turns out that there's this big, you know, malevolent force that none of the groups anticipated and thought about when they encountered it, and so. You know, none of them are seeing the idea, this force clearly, you know, and that's what caused the villain to become the villain that he is now, is because he tapped into forces that he didn't understand, kind of thing, right? And not even the natives understand it. Another one of those guys. Well, maybe he'll have less health. Not really. Based on how much his HP is moving. Keep fighting in close range because I think it's, you know, it's a little more, be a little more like, engaging. But that hitbox on that weapon, on that attack is really weird. So another problem has been enemy variety has been very low. So, you know, this is not a bad fight, right? This is like some of the boss encounters they're not bad. What was that? It's just that, like, I fought this guy multiple times, and it really bothered me that like a main storyline boss was a guy I already fought. Like, in the Colosseum, fought a bunch of monsters all in a row, and like, one of the final fights was against this creature that turns out they reused for like a main story boss. And it was like really weird because then it just became... Try to keep you guys alive, stop dying.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
So yeah, I don't have a problem with like reusing enemies, like not at all. Like it's...
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Your magic is running out. Take a potion.
You know, reusing enemies and bosses even can be used in a effective way. But you know, like for example, you know, when you fight a boss early on in the game, right, and then you see him again, but as a regular enemy, that's an effective way of using using bosses, because then it's like, oh man, look how much powerful you've become, right? Like this used to be a boss earlier in the game, and now he's like a regular enemy to you. You know, I feel it's kind of cool to do that. You know, where you can use an enemy or a boss encounter, but then just like change up a couple of things, right? Attack is the worst. Like with no tell.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
What's the hitbox? You got this, guys. Come on. There you go. Like I fought this guy like 3 or 4 times already, and it's like, it's fine, but like, if you're gonna use a boss, either like do it in a thematic way, or, you know, change up what they do, right? So like in Dark Souls 1, for example, right, you fight Asylum Demon like three times, right? But each time you fight him, he's different. Not just in terms of, oh, he does more damage and has more HP, but he has different abilities, which makes him similar, but not the same monster, right? Which is where like this guy is the same as the other guys, just like the other guys that I fought of him. And it's sort of like this was a story boss, right? This guy right here. And now he's just like hanging out here. The first time I should have noticed something was weird was I beat a story boss, right? And then like the next zone, there was an optional fight where he was there again. And there's not even like, he was just there as like a regular like elite enemy. He wasn't regular, because a regular elite enemy is kind of a contradiction of terms, but he was an elite enemy, but he was just like in the next zone over, and it was like, that was a storyline boss, so it was just it's very weird. Enemy variety is one of those things that I think a lot of people will take for granted. Yeah, I'm all for like different, you know, repeating enemies and you know, subspecies of the same creature, but they've gotta be different, you know, have a different gimmick. Okay, here's a red one, right? Maybe that one's different. Maybe it has like a different attack or something, or it has some kind of, you know. how's that faint wording doing? Oh, it's dead. Maybe that was I don't know what that was. Maybe that was something. Alright, I leveled, I forgot. Sure. And then yeah. That's the stairs down, right? Stairs down. Yeah, I'm looking at this area here. Okay, well, you have a lot of these stone, what appear to be hatches or something, blocked by these roots. Possible to climb. Wall there. Oh, we're too far. It's in here. Somewhere in here. It's showing me that I'm in the right zone. Search for traces of the passage of Saint Matthias. So is it here? Okay, sneak level 2. I don't have that ability. Can't do that. Can't do it because I'm not sneaky enough. I'm not a sneaky man.
I can't do that.
I know I can't do that, but I want to say it out loud. Just be sure of it, you know? This looks like it could be something. Oh. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for traces of something, but like, the game usually tells you if you're close to something. And these look like doorways, like 100%, right? So
I can't do that.
I want this. Oh, for a second I thought I was stuck. Oh gosh. I'm gonna save the game. In a safe spot. Is there a switch or something, maybe? Or some kind of lever? You know, maybe a stone, you know, like a rock that is a little weird, and I'm out of the area now, aren't I? Get around that. And caught on things. Yeah, this isn't the right area. It's in here, it says. I mean, what the heck? There is a thing on the map. There's like a path, right? It's right here. But I can't. The quote.
I can't do that.
Quote this right there. I can't do that. Can't do that. So perhaps there's a way over here. Falling down into the water here. No. It appears I want to go over there. There's some way to do that.
I can't do that.
Try harder.
I can't do that.
What the heck? What do I do? Maybe if it could like push the confirmation button on the thing.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Okay, this is the first time I've ever actually been stuck in this game. Like, in terms of traversal. Don't know why this is happening now. There's some trees here. I've never had to, like, use my magic on a thing up to this point, so I don't think that's the answer. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like it could be like in something in here. I haven't been here yet. But it says, the game says it's in here. Maybe there's a little bit of like a little hook, right? Like on top, the north sort of section, like. No. There's ledge here. Is this anything? Oh. Is that anything? Uh-oh. 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 Get out of there. Good thing I saved. Oh, okay. Okay. What's this quest called? In the footsteps. This is Saint Matthias. Yeah, I know I did that already. Okay, I'm just gonna try to. I'm gonna try to go to that room. That. I haven't gone to yet, even though the game is not pointing me in that direction. Oh, well, this looks important.
These murals are magnificent.
Okay, what? What?
This is where he must have settled.
Excuse me.
Look at these paintings.
That's not on me, right? Yeah, we got another one of these like puzzles with the elements, I guess.
This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed
Yes,
as
it
a
depicts an old
priest
man
getting his
because
face
Saint
painted
Matthias
by a
apparently
masked
was a
native.
stupid moron who learned things from the old natives.
This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest.
And it was
getting
only
his
when he
face
talked to the
painted by a
natives that he
masked
got
native.
enlightened.
This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in
Face
a
of the mountain, yes, the freak
He's
him
holding
in.
a rosary. Saint Matthias.
Yeah.
Praying to Enon Fricta. I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them.
In our ancient language?
The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors. Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duis dat, enon mil frictamen. This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
Okay. Did I miss one? This middle one.
Looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago, and it undeniably comes from the continent.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias is often depicted or described as using a similar chaplet. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here, in this cavern where our founder lived. I don't know if you realize the importance of what we've just discussed.
Of course, it upends the entire religion.
The founder of Thélème finished his life worshipping the islanders' god. This is so incredible. Although it will cause a huge upset for our nation, our cult, and our relations with the natives.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't
Maybe
imagine
we should
that
do them.
Saint
You should
Matthias lived his life in a
show
way
them to
that's
people.
so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Thélème.
I know how difficult keeping some secrets can be, and this one is huge. It could lead to peace with the natives, as much as it could lead to a civil war.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Okay, well, I guess just go back there, tell them that their religion's a lie, and then actually the native blow up the island, and actually the natives with their blood packs, actually with the earth. I guess that's just cool. I guess that's just alright. That's an alright thing that is not at all a problem and is not going to be addressed as a problem or as an odd thing to do, and has no problems. But no, hang on a second. But maybe not. Maybe I'm still giving the benefit of the doubt. Maybe, you know, like, because Constantine, he you know, he became a monster, right? Because he did those rituals, right? So, you know, maybe there's still a chance that the game will not be so preachy and one-sided in their portrayal of different factions.
So, did you find anything? Or do you...
Yes, report my
We discovered
discoveries.
a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces
Got by a
of our
creature that I
founder?
fought, like in a storyline boss fight.
Perhaps some tablets?
It's your reputation. Why? No, because you have to.
There were also
You have to show her what.
frescoes
You have
on the
to,
site,
truth is important.
representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On the other, he prayed to a god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet?
+1 reputation,
I
okay.
cannot
I'm surprised.
believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these
I guess this
discoveries
is
to the
what
Mother
the Cardinal wanted.
You realize our entire
dogma
dogma
has
will
to
have
change, yeah.
So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
I see.
Amazing you guys didn't find it
I will do
yourself,
my
because
best
it's
to
not
help.
like it was very hard to find. It was just like in a cave.
It seems we are arriving
I guess it was
right on
guarded by
time.
that
You did well to warn us,
the
Brother
die
Virgil.
guy. So
Virgil, how did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discovery.
danger,
We demand
yeah.
that
How can
They're
you
gonna fight
even
us because
suggest
they don't
the
want
destruction of relics
they
written
don't
by
want
the
to
hand of our
destroy the
out of love for our dogma,
love for
our
dogma,
faith,
yeah,
and for our nation.
because
But
that's
since
the
you
way that the
refuse to
game's
comply with our
plot has been
orders-
going.
To the heretics!
That's to the heretics. Let's go wreck this guy by stun locking him. There you go. And then over here, yeah. Dash over there, and then let's dash next to him, right? And then yeah. And literally, oh my gosh, that was some real damage right there. Oh no! No! Please tell me the game auto-saved. Where am I? Inform Eugenia of your discoveries. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. As far as I know, I hadn't saved since, like, I got stuck in that room. Rip is right. What the heck, game? I was busy mashing Y. Didn't you see me mashing Y? Super good. What? Yeah, so we go this way. Yeah, around and around. I take it you're sick of the combat. It just hasn't like evolved since the beginning of the game, right? I really thought it would. Nothing has changed since the beginning. Like what I was doing at the beginning is still what I'm doing, and I feel like that should be a more easily solved problem.
We discovered most.
And
that is.
look,
I see.
It seems we are arriving. Out of, but since death.
You know, whenever I pick a class, you know, I usually tend to pick a mage, and the reason is because I know that mages tend to have more options. Oh, don't get out. Don't get killed here. God.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Drink it. Yeah, good. Western diplomacy. And so you're a mage, generally you're gonna have more options available to you, right? But like I still only have like 4 spells, and that's kind of always been the whole game. And it just it feels like there's not enough of everything. You know? Sorry, I shouldn't skip this part. I haven't seen this yet.
We must present our research to Mother Cardinal as soon as possible. I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content, and I will meet you at the palace in San Mateus to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
Okay. Oh, hey. This guy's got an orange thing. Key to the prisons. These have gold coins on them. I cannot wear this. Where we go? I guess we'll go back to the campfire over here. There's a lot that goes into game like this, and just the games in general, I suppose. Keep things engaging, right? Because every game really, I mean, when you distill it down, right? Every game is just the same thing. Like you get a 30-second gameplay loop, right? Where it's like, oh, this is a really fun little way to do it, right? And every game is you doing the same thing over and over again. But it's a matter of like how well you can disguise that same thing by like mixing it up with different encounters and different like monster types, different your sort of terrain that you fight on, which affects your abilities and how your characters interact with the environment around you. You know, like if you can distill every, you know, in D&D, right, Dungeons and Dragons, you can just distill every fight into, you know, you both have HP, and so you need to just you need to deplete your opponent's HP before your own is depleted, right? But the part of the fun, you know, comes in. I need more time. I need to rest more. You know, the engagement comes not only from like the basic system, which is like, yeah, it's enjoyable to sort of strategize and to think about to be engaged in that combat on the basic level, right? But then you go further and you're like, okay, well, there is, you know, oh, okay, so this guy, he's, you know, he's immune to a certain kind of element, or he, his stats are differently like played out, so that way you know, you're not gonna be able to handle him as easily as you did do other encounters, right? So an abundance of tools for the player on the player's end, an abundance of tools for your toolbox is very important, right? And so I think what's happening here for me is it's wearing on me because the combat, at least, is wearing on me because I haven't gotten any new tools, and you know, so like I got you know, opening my toolkit to deal with an encounter, and, you know, I've got my hammer and I've got my screwdriver and I've got my wrench, and you know, I've been doing that.
We were eagerly awaiting your arrival.
I'm really looking for like
Eugenia was just recounting
a staple gun or a shop vac,
shed a new light,
you know,
on the last years of our
to
founder.
keep with the analogy.
That he hadn't evangelized the islanders, but on the contrary, he would even have adopted some of their rituals, merging the cult of the enlightened and the cult of nature in a single dogma.
These discoveries, if they can be verified, are extraordinary. But they also represent a great upheaval that could harm our nation. We must first verify their authenticity. You are the only ones who entered this cave. Could what you have witnessed been a falsification?
What? Okay, well, we'll
we
talk about it.
discovered ancient frescoes on the walls of the cave. They represent Saint Matthias without a doubt. He is depicted with
I figured we just said that off.
In one, he is praying
camera?
for the divinity of the island. In the other, his face was being painted by a native. I understand how shocking these discoveries are, but their antiquity proves that they are genuine.
The tablets found at the site, however, attest that our founder had not abandoned the cult of the enlightened. He simply saw it as two different reflections of the same divine power.
Okay.
The entrance to the cave was protected by one of those giant creatures that the natives call a Nardaik. These guardians usually protect sacred places and let no one enter without a fight. I had to kill this beast, which leads me to think that nobody had entered the cave for a very long time.
Okay, and
The cavern we discovered is located in a very remote place. There is no island or village nearby. It contains some ruined dwellings, but clearly no one has lived there for a very long time. Fraudsters would inevitably have left traces of their passage, and we have not found any.
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency, but we only have your word to convince us. The political and religious impact of these discoveries will be unprecedented. We risk schism, civil war, and who is to say that this is not a plan to weaken us?
Go and check it out. 75% charisma. Oh, I should have. Oh, why didn't I save state? Why didn't I save the state before I talked to her? I just assumed that she would just be like, okay, great. Okay, well, there's a good chance I'll get this. Show her the positive aspects of this discovery.
It seems that you only see the negative aspects of this discovery, but the reality is very different. By integrating some of the natives' beliefs into your dogma, you could build an alliance with them. Something no other nation has managed to achieve.
Well, it's not bad to start a. My problem is
what good is such a reproach if
failed,
our nation
right.
has fallen into chaos?
Talk about the Orlumis tax.
I would also like to inform you that a member of the Ordo Luminous was part of the expedition. He tried several times to sabotage.
I put 3 of my feet points into charisma, and that failed.
As we were
Lame.
preparing to join San Mateus.
You'd have thought that the remaining members of the Order would go to such extremes. But I fear these attacks are just a reflection of what will happen if your discoveries are made public.
Your Eminence, we are faced with a crucial choice for our nation. What does a man of faith do in such a dilemma?
Reveal the truth.
He prays and places his trust in the one who came before him and has shown more wisdom. Saint Matthias shows us a new way. If we are believers, can we really turn our backs on him?
You surprise me, Petrus. You who are always so political, yet your words seem sincere. You give me something to
Assuming,
think about.
like, the way that...
Does anyone wish to add anything?
Mention their relationship to Mateus, mention the weight of such a secret. I thought Oh, well, I mean, yeah,
I
sure.
understand your doubts about the future that will inevitably be caused by such a revelation. You hesitate just as St. Lucius did to tell us about the journey of his master. Yet he revealed what he knew, and his words still guide Thélème today.
Thank you for your testimony. I will now retire to think about everything and make my decision.
What's your
After much
reputation?
thought, I have decided it best to silence these dangerous
But you can't just do that.
Our nation cannot risk
You can't just be
war.
like, it turns out I'm just gonna be like, no.
Enough, my dear. I have made my decision. Your research must end immediately.
What are you talking about?
Keep the secret of what I discovered. The world must know.
It would be a shame to hear that our most distinguished theologian was arrested.
Oh man, they're really
for
leaning in
heresy,
on the
I
old school Roman Catholic Church,
well,
like
Your
Crusades
Eminence.
era of the
Your
Roman Catholic
Excellency,
Church
I cannot
here.
deny the importance of the help you have given us, and I am grateful for it. And I hope I can
Oh,
count on your
you wouldn't want to be seen as a heretic now, would you?
Our relationship with the congregation to suffer due to questionable allegations.
Of course, Your Eminence.
Alright, look, just help me already.
Your Eminence.
Sir, decide.
Your Eminence. The threat that is weighing on us is... Have you reconsidered...
I told you that I would be prepared to follow you as soon as you had...
Oh my gosh, we did all that for nothing.
I will not...
We did all. If I hadn't done that quest, I would actually not be as upset at this game. Because I wouldn't have known about the stupid the St. Matthias thing.
And may the enlightened...
I must leave you.
Naturally.
Okay, well apparently the game didn't just... Alright, well... Wait. Convince them to participate. Okay, anyway. I think the game is pushing me on to the next thing. Because believe me, I've played games that have a similar thing like this before, right? Final Fantasy X has a similar idea where it's like you have all the charisma for nothing, right? You know, Final Fantasy X has a similar kind of thing where it's like there's a bunch of worshippers of a god called Yevon, and it turns out that he's not who they think that he is, right? But like it's just done so much better here. Wait, what is this out here? Pick it up. Finding location and no, yeah. Okay. Right, like here, it's just like what's bugging me is like this. Why aren't we giving equal attention to like how the natives would be a problem? You know, doesn't seem like. Balanced. Alright. Look at that angle.
To tell you that men are going to come all the way to the sanctuary. Some Renaigse.
I thank you for coming to warn me in person. But our High King has already spoken to me. I am disgusted to welcome warriors of the Fallen. We do not have the choice.
It is all of Tirfredi and Enon Milfrichtemen that's in danger. We have need of every able warrior to protect them. You need to prepare yourself
but like,
as well.
No, hang on.
You will
no,
not be spared.
I was gonna say
no doubts, because such is our duty
that
and our
will. Ultimately it's the fault of Constantine anyway, and Constantine is from the old country, from the old continent. So
May the rocks give you their toughness. You shall need
like even then,
everyone else.
Well, it's just like, well, it's the colonials' fault.
I must leave.
But hang on, because the takeaway. Remember, the takeaway was that Constantine was doing rituals, weird rituals, right? Like the natives taught him, and he turned into a monster, right? So that means that the rituals are not as harmless as the natives think they are, right? And then therefore that would be a very balanced way of explaining the story. I think that would be, I'm going to try to be kind to it and be like, that's probably where it's going, right? Okay, I haven't been over here yet, actually. Just head north into the square. This way. We head straight out of the main gates. We have been here before when we were doing the quest for the knots. We didn't go quite this far in. We haven't really had need to. Save the game again. Case. And then we'll go here. Hopefully this time the magnifying glass does not mislead me and put me in a different room where the thing actually is to advance the plot.
The cave that Constantine indicated in his note shouldn't be very far.
Oh, we got a little fight here.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
Okay. This looks like new thing. Wait. Oh, well, this is his secret hideout? This is not exactly secret. Look at this. I could have come over here at any point. I guess now the door's open or something? I don't know. Okay, like, even though this is like a big guy, he drops the same stuff that this guy drops. Like vial scales, you know, it's really weird. It feels like there's a lot more that they wanted to do with the game, but they just couldn't like manage it. This is a little spooky.
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them.
My calculations by performing linking rituals in Creed, Gwen, and Veldeville. Fittiman should be sufficiently weakened, and I am sufficiently powerful to fight him. I cannot wait to annihilate this senile god.
They are sacred places for the natives.
Okay.
Places of connection. This place. This journal. My poor Constantine, you have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
The people from the continent are not suited to the magic of this island. We don't understand it. Its strength has given your cousin a thirst for power, and now he'll never have enough.
So much so that he's threatening Enonmil Frictamen himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him to scout the place. We'll need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he's established.
You're perfectly right, my child. And only a very wise Donegad will know how to proceed. Dunkus
Okay, so
may be
we'll
willing to listen to us. At least there's a better chance than with the High Priestess.
You're right. Let's go and find him.
We'll go and do that. Okay, we figure we asked Dunkus, right? So, because it makes sense, right? That you would ask Dunkus and stuff because they know the area, right? So, oh, can't use that. That's mostly worse. Right? Oh, oh. Let's see. We gotta go this way. Alright, well. Mysterious tree stump. So I assume we're gonna talk to him, and he's gonna be like, okay, so you have to go to these locations, and then, oh man, come on, game, give me like at the locations. I hope they give me like a new boss fight. It'd be good. It'd be good.
What brings you here, Honor?
Ask him how to break links.
I need your help. You may have heard about the strange guardians who are leading the animals to attack everyone.
Yes, Darren of the Donea
It is the work of my cousin. He completed the bonding ritual in several places on the island. Every time he bonds himself, he becomes more powerful.
And he weakens the island and threatens us all. Katasach and Evosh-Tire should never have bonded him.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, because like Katasach did that, but he didn't.
The only thing he does is take and take again. He will eventually devour.
That's what you think, though, because it turns out it's actually the problem with the island, right? It's not just Constantine, because that would be dumb.
We're gathering our allies.
That would be dumb, because that would be just be a completely one-sided
and break
thing.
Some of his bonds. I see. I will have to talk about this with the rest of the Donegada and hope that they will answer my call. But in the meantime, the bride, however...
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone.
I know, we've seen that.
This blood, the Guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the only way to break this bond is to have a Guardian topple the stone. We will be able to do it, but these rituals take... So, in the meantime, you must prevent
place. Okay.
Here, take these seeds, and these plants grow very fast, and their roots out.
Thank you, Duncan.
And thank you for... Don't worry.
I
must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
I think his god told him before we even arrived, and he is a wise and patient man. In another context, he would have been an amazing priest.
Oh, no. Oh, wow, look at this huge area right here. This must have been where I definitely fought a boss over here. And this time, though, we're gonna fight him again, man. This was the first boss of the game that the one I was telling you about, that like the screen over was just him again, like one zone over, and again, this is the guy who had like way too much health. shouldn't be trying to make it to like fight them in a way that I'm not used to fighting them. Alright, here we go. Come on, Vasco. So get to poisoning. Rip is right. So 95 damage a hit there. And like heavy attacks 139. Honestly, it's not even like when you consider the actual like damage that you can do with heavy attacks versus light attacks. Like I can do 139 with the heavy, right? Or I can do 95 with a light, right? But it's really not worth being in danger. Like you actually do more damage by doing this than by doing heavies, because like in heavies you have to be in range. You know, you gotta be like right up in here. You know. Hang on. Well, I think Vasco's dead. Swing inside the next, yeah. Like you know, you're gonna be in range. You gotta. There's a lot of added risk associated with that, you know, and you only do a little more damage with your heavy attack. So I feel like it may not be worth doing that. Why did they give this guy so much health, man? It's weird because like the first time I fought him, like the first time you fight him, like he's like the second, like you fight a guy, who's like a unique enemy as the tutorial boss, and actually is a pretty good fight. And you only fight him once. I've only fought him once so far, which is weird. And yet, I'm using that Tetris. And yet, it was weird because, you know, this was the second boss of the game, and I was like, man, this guy's got so much health compared to the first boss of the game, which was that, you know, he died in, you know, he didn't die quickly, but, you know, he died in a good clip. Took about you know, maybe a little less than 5 minutes, maybe, you know. Boss fights shouldn't, you know, be too long of a process, I feel like, even if they are bigger battles. I feel like the DPS on the light attacks is better because of how much faster they come out. So like the light attacks are faster, and they also they come out faster, and they don't do that much less damage than the heavy attacks, and you can do them from safety. So. Maybe there's some gimmick that I'm not understanding about him. Like maybe he has like a passive regen or something. Are you able to hold limitless mana potions, or is gold important to save up? I guess gold hasn't been that important. I tend not to use the potions because I feel like I might, you know, need them later, but I guess it's not, you know, it's not necessary to do that, right? Because I think there hasn't been any other, like, surprises in terms of... The reason why you normally save up is because, like, you don't know what you're going to encounter, right? So you need to make sure that you're always have some stock and supplies. And but yeah, it's sort of like a too good to use kind of thing, right? Oops. Nope, that's the wrong button. Nope, nope, nope. But yeah, I should be using my potions more often. Do you think the boss rush attack can stun him if he bonks into one of those rocks? Oh, that's a good question. Let me see here. That would be pretty cool. Cool actually. If that worked like that. Let me see. Oh. I just feel like there's gotta be some kind of gimmick, right? Like he might have some kind of passive regeneration, or maybe you have to you're supposed to like strip his armor by doing a certain thing. Those potions flowing here. Even so, I think you're sort of cheesing this AI behind that rock. Yeah, that was interesting, eh? Actually, let's I'm always interested in supplying some cheese. So let me just see here. That's interesting. Fortunately, you unlock when you like behind cover. When you're behind cover like this, like almost immediately you do. It's interesting. It's like he kind of like walks around it, eh? That's interesting. Yeah. Did way less damage than I thought it would. The reason why I keep using my healing spell, even though I'm at full health, is because whatever I heal for, like whatever that I would normally heal for, it heals my party members for half. And for some reason that you can't like control what your other party members do, that you can't tell them to do this or that. So the only way for them like to heal them that I have found is to heal myself. When people talk about seeds, it was just for story and not for part of the battle anyway, right? I don't think so, because the seeds weren't a thing in the first time I fought this guy. And they're not in my my actions. I only ever got one technique. I guess that techniques are a different thing, like for a different class, maybe. I guess I can use these power potions to do more damage, maybe? No, they still do 95. Maybe they do like more poison damage. But yeah, the seeds were just story things, as far as I know. Interesting. There's the wrong button there. Yeah, so that's kind of like what happens, like, it's like, they made the fights, like, kind of, they want to make the fights, I guess, harder by making guys have lots of health, also do lots of damage if they hit you, you know, when you were near that rock with the roots, what was happening? Yeah, I noticed the tree of the roam of the rocks. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anything weird was happening there. It may have been like an AI thing. Where is it? No, that's alright. Vasco's up now, so maybe we can eat his extra DPS and his poison, so it will help.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Your magic is running out. Take a potion.
I'll take a potion. I'll take all of the potions. Because Yoshi's right, there's no point in avoiding the potion usage. Because they're there to be used, right? It's like, it's not like they're very rare, right? So you might as well use those potions. Right? I mean, they do seem like they're connected, right? Like, this guy's got like a shadowy, like, black stuff coming off of him, like it's kind of going in the same direction as the roots, right? So it feels like that might be something. Sure am. Now I think I would like to use my spells because I want to heal my allies as well. I gotta make sure that I stay topped off in case he comes at me. I probably should just fight him. I think I should just fight him out in the open because I did. So we just scienced this, right? We did science around a little bit to determine that the lock-on isn't the best because it as soon as you like you're behind, you are behind an obstruction and being blocked, like it's blocking an enemy, you will immediately lose your lock-on. That's not how it works in most games. Usually you keep your lock-on for a little bit of time, which can kind of help you to readjust stuff. So like I think being out in the open here is a better way to do it. Jump out there. Okay. Come on, Vasco. I know you have some poison in there in your repertoire. me, right? Yeah. Potion usage is quick, so that's good. Yeah, they leap at me, yeah. It's better that I have aggro. So that way. So that way, these guys will stay alive. That'll help the DPS, right? I mean, there's really nothing, like, this is kind of what I'm saying, is like, I don't think there's a gimmick for this fight. Like I think that Yoshi, you're right to, like, to wonder, like, well, maybe it has something to do with that stone, because, like, it has the same kind of visual effects as this creature, and so maybe they're related, and it's like, I don't think there's a gimmick to this. I think you just have to beat him, and I just don't understand that. Yeah, maybe I missed something, and there actually is a trick to him, right? Just take battle enhancement. Yes, battle enhancement. Speaking of battle enhancements, let's see. I don't know what that power potion ended up doing, but I guess that's, you know, it's better to have it, right? It probably inflicts more poise damage. So. The damage did not improve there. Gotta be far range. Definitely want to be mid-range of him. Oh, didn't go off there. Take a potion. How many times has Petra said that line in this playthrough? Like 100 times? Like 100 times? It's like, it's no hyperbole. Now I think I can get by with the one there. I'm gonna try and do the, you know. Ah, come on. I do want to cast more spells, Moscow. Take a potion. Take all the potions. Yes, I will take potions. Just take all the battle enhancements. I have armor ointment. I have that. Does heavy attack sometimes stun, or is it just random? I'm not sure if it's after a certain damage threshold, or if it's a certain number of attacks. He does, like, there's a few stats effects that happen to enemies here. You know, enemies become unbalanced. But I imagine there's different values associated with both heavy and light attacks. And those little unbalancing happens more easily, probably with heavier attacks. What was that? Did it get stuck for a second there? Man, Masco. Well, I mean, I was gonna say, Not so squishy, but I'm squishy too. Maybe you're meant to like, because that's a good point there, Yoshi. Maybe you're meant to like unbalance him and then do something else to him to make like to take advantage of him being unbalanced. Like that's the idea. But the game never taught me how to like if there is something like that, the game never taught me how to do that. Like, you know, if your enemy's unbalanced, you can, you know, use heavy attack to stun them or something like that. You can try to do something like that. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Maybe if you unbalance him and then use a like a fury attack, the left trigger button attack. No, it comes out too slow to punish there. They probably should have given the characters more lines of dialogue if they're gonna make the battles this long. Because I definitely feel like this is not intended, you know. It's not an intended way of doing this, but we're meant to. I guess if this is not intentional, not the intended way of doing it, then it's a good at least that you can do it this way, right? That you can still succeed.
Now let's plant the seed Dunkus gave us at the base of the raised stone.
This thing was the Nadaig Frasemen. Because you're on the right side. And again, like for some reason, they made it. The developers made it so that all these big guys never drop anything good. They always drop vendor trash. I mean, like, and I don't mean like, oh, they drop bad gear. No, they literally drop, like it says right, like the description there. You have taken this horn from the remains of a Nadaig Frasemen. The collector would probably be interested. Sell it to a merchant. Like it's just there to sell to merchants. But I don't get that. This is like the hardest fights in the game, but they don't drop anything, right? Okay, yeah, so like this weird thing right here was so we can put the seed at it.
Look, the plant seems to be growing extremely fast.
It sure did.
Dunkus's clan is sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Oh no, does that mean that we're gonna have to go fight another guy that we already fought? No, please don't tell me. Come on. There's gotta be like some stuff that you know, trump cards that are being you know, held up the sleeve of the developers, right? Because now we're gonna go over here. We're gonna break the link over here, right? But it's gonna probably be guarded by a guardian. But I'm gonna hope that maybe it's not this like one that we've already fought, because that would be good, right? It would be good to. Okay, so it's in the big area over here. Okay, I see the waypoint marker here. Huh? They're regular enemies. Yeah, we fought that one already. I think we fought that one twice already. Vitamin. Okay, but this guy's a lot less health. The Fresemen had a ton of health. This guy is not too bad. Yeah, look at that. The health actually is not too bad on this one. See, again, this is really weird, right? Because like this was a story boss. This encounter with the Nadag Vitamin, and it's like, why are we fighting him again? You know, like this is the quest that I'm doing right now is a story quest, and yet we already fought this guy. So it's just really weird. Go. Oh, Petrus, are you gonna die? Oh, yeah. Oop.
The stone now.
Excellent. Yeah, that's how long bosses should take, right? So yeah, I don't know. There's gotta be kind of like gimmick with that other one because like I started thinking like maybe my gear is just really really bad, right? And that's why it takes so long to kill that guy. But this thing died in a pretty good time, so like my gear can't be out of date because then like if this thing would have died in like 2 hits or something. Obsidian. It didn't even drop like a vendor trash item that's worth money. It was literally just obsidian. You get that off of regular enemies. What the heck? Okay, I will take this. And we have both of these. I will take 1 in accuracy because with 1 accuracy I can actually where is it? Apparently, Mage doesn't have a cheese for Fresemen. I see someone saying a strat for other styles. Okay, all right, I see. Yeah, I took with the accuracy because now we can actually use a gun. Oh, we need firearms as well. Wait, how do you get that? Ah, I see. You gotta put. Well, shoot. Oh well, it's not a big deal. No, wait. No, it's not a big deal. But also, we have reset thingies, and I want to see how what guns are like. We just unlock all the things again. This time, put some into guns. And then over here, unlock healing. And you get all the points for stuff for healing. I barely use this thing really. Let's get guns. Firearms destroy more armor. Fire draws great loss of balance. Well, pistols instead of rifles, sure. There you go. Perfect. And then, once again, we're just gonna do this. And we're gonna give ourselves 1 in accuracy. And then actually, none of these really help you in battle, so they don't really, it doesn't really matter that much. Oh, actually, charisma improves your companion's combat abilities, so actually we'll get that last one. And then this helps outside of combat, so I guess I'll take that. And then 1 science because that helps this, you know, make things, and then intuition right there. And then, and now, right? We can go over to our thing. We can go over. Yeah, and then we can put on the old dueling pistol. It's probably not very good, but there it is. Now how do I even use it? Does it say how to use it? Help. No. Help. Oh, I never actually read this before. You can go to your access, you can equip pants. Oh wait, no, that's. Never mind, that's something else. Oh yeah, I already knew about this. You can switch to the companions stuff, but. Okay. I'm trying to use the gun. Yeah, RB changes weapons between like my hammer and my magic, but like I don't know how to get to my gun. Oh. Okay, it's just a technique then. I guess you just have to choose it from the menu. Okay, that's fine. I had bullets saved up, I guess.
The plant seems to be growing extremely fast.
Sure does.
The Donegada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Be careful, beyond this point, you will not be able to continue other ongoing quests. Okay? Are we actually at the end of the game right now? I guess it's about that time. What I'm thinking about doing is when I like see like if I can use the gun in between like my MP naturally regenerates because I have a necklace that regenerates it. It's like the game is trying to end. It does seem that way. I think the way you phrased it is really good, really accurate too. It's like the game is trying to end, right? Like it's sort of like, okay, we've shown you all the enemies that we've made. We've shown you, you know, locations that we made. You know, there doesn't seem to be much else that it wants to show me, and like the game is trying to end. But like, it's so you're probably right, but at the same time, it's like, well, Leaf. At the time, it's like, I still think there's more that they could do with what they had. Like they had a strong thing going, you know, at the beginning, you know. Ah. Oh, that was close. Close one. Just keep kiting him. Good old kite strats. Classic maneuver here. Oh. Oh, Vasco's over there just getting wrecked by this guy over here. Okay, bye, Vasco. You're okay. You're fine. There you go. Stand up. Let us see. We're not far off from where we need to be. Gather your companions before going to the sanctuary. Gather the companions. Oh.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying.
I like how Siora disappeared and like we never heard from her again. Like no one even talks about her anymore.
Not only to obtain an antidote to the
never like came across her while we were going through the villages.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies, and you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
Nem hide. Sorry, soul. So.
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through.
So weird him with no hat. Yeah, like I'm not. Am I still wearing my normal outfit, my normal armor? No, I'm not. Why am I wearing garbage armor now? This is what I was wearing before. It's the best thing I have. It's the thing that I got like 20 hours ago. But they put all this like bad armor on me. This is better, but I can't wear it because it requires more endurance. Also, this is... Wait, no. Yeah, this is... I bought this gray rarity, like, rank, neck piece. And it's the best thing that I've... Wait, no, sorry, this was the best thing I found. I bought it, like, near the beginning of the game, and I never replaced it because it's just... 15 magic regeneration per second is, like... I didn't even, like, it wasn't, like, in a chest or anything. I just bought it off in a shop, one of the shops, so... I don't get that. And then my head. Put on the elegant tricorn and see if it's worse than... Yeah. Now my feet. Why did you do this, game? I have to, like, re-equip all my stuff. Oh, so other boots. Turns one needed. And a novice ring. No, I want the ring I was using, which was the Divine Fury ring. If this is the final battle, then it's gonna be so weird because I never even got a mental power like 5 ring. Maybe it was just like a quest that I hadn't done. Again, let's get the Feted Club. There you go, my gear's back on. Why would they do that? Why would they unequip all my guy? Alright. Guess I did not set up camps in every location on the map. Because that's really more of a completionist thing. So this was the trail. This was the trail that was like, the guy comes up to you and he's like, okay, you're gonna go meet with Freakdeman on Anil Freakdeman or whatever his name is, and it's like, don't stop, you know, don't turn back and keep to the right of the path, keep to the right side of the path. And it's like, oh my, and he tells you this right as in the cutscene, and you're like, oh man. I want to see what happens if you do those things. Like if you turn around, if you start walking for a bit and then turn around, or if you stop and just wait, what happens, right? the NPC gives the impression like monsters will come out and like attack you if you stop, you know. But it was just flavor text, like it was just flavor, like he was just saying that. Nothing actually changes. Where are those? Where are my my helpers? Like maybe they're gonna be coming later. Petrus can't help himself. He has to tell me to drink a potion if you want to cast more spell. Or Vasco. Drink a potion. I'm not even in the combat right now, but I still I can see that you're running out of magic. Take a potion. Oh no! Now Afra's here to tell me to take potions. All three of them are here now to tell me to take potions. It's like when you're playing Pokemon and you try to use the bicycle, and Professor Oak's like, now's the time to do that. You hear Professor Oak in your head. Where the heck are you guys? Your help would be helpful. Your help would be helpful. No. Oh, I was guarding though. I was supposed to push the button. Where are you shouting at me from? Potion. I'll drink a potion. I save it for Shadow Burst here. Hang on. I need some space. Great, there we go. Dude's down. Got some AoE's going. Okay, great.
I'll stay here. Someone has to stop
Where were
these
you?
creatures, otherwise they'll never
Someone has to stop these creatures. It's not gonna be. It's definitely gonna be me. I saw how brave you were staring down those 5 creatures.
So yes, I'm sure. Go now and stop your cousin. I don't want to be doing this for nothing.
In that case, thank you. And good luck.
Alright, hi, hello. You want to tell me to drink potions right now? Is that? I believe I may have forgotten how to put liquids into my face. Perhaps you could remind me about that. Where do we go here? Get around that. Alright. So. This way. You're right, yeah, because this is all like the... No? Part of the sanctuary. Okay. It seemed like it was going this direction. Oh, I see. There's a little outcropping here I didn't see before. I've been here before. I guess I've forgotten the way. Are you guys bugged? Are they bugged? There's no way this is what's supposed to happen. Also, only these 2 aggro, the rest of them did not. I mean, alright. I mean, try luring it out, right? It's a classic strategy. It's a little slower, but it is safe. I can hear the whispers of Petrus. Reminding me to take potions. Never forget, Petrus. He used to be a friend of mine until he disappeared one day. I still remember his words to me before he passed away. Your magic is running low. Take a potion. Also, why is that guy like so injured? Was I hitting him by accident? Even those enemies that I was just fighting now, you know, I'm assuming, again, this is assuming this is the kind of the final battle, which, I mean, the more it, you know, I think about it, the more it does seem like this is going to be, this is the final stretch, and it's like, those enemies that they're, oh my gosh! Something that's actually better than what I have! It's got 1 more armor, and 3 more elemental resistance. Yes! That's, I mean, that's, like, barely better, but it's something that's better. Here we go. Here it comes. Ready? It's felt tricorn, not elegant tricorn. Yes. Change of style. Here we go. Well, it's not a change of style. It's just a different color. But what are you guys doing over here?
There you are.
Oh.
I was starting to think
I thought
your
that
cousin
was.
just passed through here with a horde of beasts, and he
I thought it was
keeps sending
Vasco.
us more.
We won't hold very
That was
long.
Fernando,
We're not
though.
used to fighting creatures like these.
We are, and we will hold long enough for you to
You are
reach
not.
the heart, even if we must die in the process.
What do you mean
But
you are?
must chase him.
The angels were
must
attacking you guys
prevent him
just
from
the same as
performing
us.
The ritual at all costs. If Enon Milfrichtiman dies, we're all doomed.
I'm well aware of that, believe me. But here come some more beasts. To arms!
Just watch what happens if they. Here's more beasts, 2 arms. Let's see what happens if I just let them. Okay, we just fight them. Okay, well. Oh, that's true. I haven't used my gun yet. Let's see what the gun learns. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay, so I guess what I'll do is I'll use up my magic and then I will use my gun. Yeah, I do want to heal him. Boom!
This is where we must part ways, Desarde. We can't leave our allies alone.
Okay,
against all
combat
these
and
creatures.
weapon will fire.
We
Right.
could use some help here, to be honest.
Yeah, you can assign the certain shortcuts.
So
I tend to not use
Enough with the
shortcuts
talking. Go.
most times.
Take care of your family issues.
I feel like I usually
Take care
tend
of
to
the
like
rest.
Fine.
go menu based.
Good luck.
That is definitely an option. And this is a workbench. That's worse. Well, sort of. I guess. Yeah, I mean, some people, you know, really like to use the shortcuts menus here, right? But I like to actually like pause the game and like take my stuff. But shortcuts are a useful thing. We were just here. pistol. And we went, yeah, this is where we fought these dudes. Game got turned around there. Oh, here the bongos again. Dude, the guy's fighting right now. It's like they're fighting an invisible opponent or something. Oh, I gotta reload it. Okay. Oh, you do have to, yeah. You can't just spam it. And again, you get Beast Essence and Obsidian, so same stuff that we were already getting. What? Oh wait, Petrus isn't with me now, but not Vasco? Oh, I can't wear that. There's some ammo. Oh, it's worse. Oh my god, its rings are so rare. I got excited. Ring of Abyss Mother is worse. Again, not exactly. It's got more at cost furious. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah. So the power potion says here it causes increases the stabilizing effect. So people breaks poise more easily.
There you are. Praise the enlightened.
Emissary of Salome
has already reached the heart. Our other allies informed me. They are also trying to stop the creatures.
What do you intend to do?
Pursue him all the way there and do everything I can to stop him.
In that case, may the enlightened keep you.
These are coming, yep. Sure. Okay. These fellas. Got a lot of tail attacks here. Oh, that was cool. Point blank.
This time it's my turn. I'm staying with my people.
I knew you'd say that.
Well, I wasn't going to let the young ones get all the glory.
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see? You should go now, my child.
Oh, I see, right. I must not have paid attention to the cutscene. So Vasco stays behind.
Thank you, Petrus.
And now Petrus is staying behind.
Be careful too.
And so now, you know, we're going alone. Yeah, this is definitely the final battle. Definitely. But here comes the big reveal, right? The big reveal is gonna be, you know, wasn't just Constantine and has lust for power or whatever. It was, oh, actually, no, the rituals are not as, you know, as clear cut and you know, as simple as just as it's been made out to be. Right, here we go. There's absolutely no way. There's just no way. I'm not even like being I'm not even like pulling like making a joke. Like for really. There's no way the final boss is gonna be a boss we've already fought. There's no. Right? It's gonna be a unique thing. They have one more ace up their sleeve. They were saving it for the final fight, right?
Constantine!
Frustrate him.
Now here we go. We saw this guy in a cutscene. We never fought him. All right, yeah. Let's go. All right. We got a little dash attack. Do a little partially obscured there. He can jump attack. Okay. $416 or $286. Like, oh, nice. I thought this maybe what was happening there, but oh, causing rocks to fall. Got a laser, very interesting. Watching that laser, you can see. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's interesting, right? So got a laser, and then like he shoots the laser up, right, and it makes it so the rocks fall there, which is really cool, right? That's a cool, right? So like I'm already more interested in this fight because like, it's an interesting gimmick. It's kind of, you know, it's different. It's good stuff. Now when he's doing that, he's occupied, so I can, you know, throw up down a health potion while he's doing that if I need some heals. Needs to be a little more room because the rocks do fall kind of. Okay, these are the one that goes curved sideways. Has a bit of a delay there. That's fine. No problem with that. Zoom. Yeah, that third rock always goes to the right. Good thing to notice there. Delayed swipes there. Does it always go to the left? Does it go to the left? Okay, so it the rocks he shoots it in a line in front of him, and then the rocks kind of follow you depending on which side you decide to dodge to. It seems, which is pretty cool. Which is fine. You can just walk out of it. Oh wait. Does it follow you? Yeah. Wait for him to do a move so you get some time to heal. Oh. Oops. That attack doesn't seem to do anything from where I am. Oh, so that initial claw attack is also an attack, eh? Where are you aiming that? Whoa. I feel like that hitbox, the animation didn't match up there. Probably do with delaying that attack a little more, dealing with the dodge a little more. What the? Uh-oh. There you go. Tighten up that dodge. Blade swipe, you just back up if you're in a certain spot there. That'll be fine. Oh, it got a little spin attack there. Oh, I thought for sure I would dodge that. Got pushed by his body there. Got an achievement for, I'm assuming, for drinking lots of potions, it seems. stuck on this rock right here. There we go. It's fine. That was iframed right there. I'm not a huge fan of the way that this game made me realize something about how the importance of having a nice looking dodge. Potion abuse, right? Absolutely. The dodge, I really you don't get the sense from the dodge animation that you're really dodging, you know. And so it feels kind of weird. Like, as silly as it is in the Souls games to just constantly be rolling like a lunatic everywhere on the battlefield, it's a really clear indicator that you're dodging, you know. And so I feel like the normal dodge. This is a normal dodge, right? Maybe there might be a phase 2 coming up. Let's see.
No! Stop! Step back.
Yeah, it was alright. I enjoyed that.
I do not desire
For the most part.
I'm sorry. Why? Why have you done this?
Be corrupted by the ritual.
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last. This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness. You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us. Perhaps, but I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him.
Much more truth in the story, all is vanity. Yeah.
Of cycles.
The different.
I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me, and we will be gods together, forever.
I mean, if this is a choice I actually have to make as the player, I mean, obviously the correct answer is to kill Constantine. But I don't like this Frictiman character. I don't like this that we're just okay with all the nature gods and these blood rituals and all of this.
Come.
Obviously, I have to kill you because you're the bad guy in the story.
What a shame. Good night, sweet prince.
Wait, sweet prince. What? Did I just get really sleepy all of a sudden? Sudden attack of narcolepsy? Did I die? Am I dead?
After the fall of Constantine, things went back to the way they were.
32.
The settlers kept flowing in, and the influence of the old nations on the island increased. It relegated the natives to small enclaves around their villages.
'Twas all a dream.
Devastated everything, and eventually even appeared on Tir Fradee. Those who
Malachor devastated everything. We freaking stopped the thing.
Were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's
what's his face?
Aside her weapons.
Frictiman say that
on the native culture and flora.
Okay, now we're getting like the Fallout 4 type like ending where
Dunkasi's clan.
You get backstory, you get like epilogues on everything.
For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander.
He did nothing until the very end of the story of the hero.
Often comes back to visit his
he literally sat in camp pining for the sea.
Ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities.
Oh, did he replace the Mother Cardinal? Maybe he can actually release the information that she just hid from everybody.
Calls his child. These precious friendships allowed my student to slowly forget Kurt's treason. Even though he still feels bitter about it at times. Siora, who had taken back her role as the Donegad of her clan, convinced them to join the Donea Exregao. Her heart was still full of disappointment for the time she spent
in vain. Maybe if she had just kept staying with me, would have saved the world from...
The face of the island changed. New mines, fields, and sawmills appeared. Cities became larger. All of this contributed to the wealth and power of the Sisag Names clan, at the expense of the others. The public revelations of Saint Matthias's life led to a deep change in Telene.
Okay, so it looks like they did eventually.
Luminis was dismantled for good, and the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion. Aware that their culture of
well, I mean, establish dialogue rather than conversion. I mean, like, what's the point of the dialogue if not to eventually persuade people to
they welcomed numerous
believe what you believe, like
amongst them, notably natives. Although it was weakened on the continent, the Guards' influence kept growing on the island around their city of Hikmet. They managed to establish peace with the natives, where the Alliance had only managed to create anger, despite the negative influence of some shady members in their midst.
Oh. Okay, I guess it's just over now. Okay, sort of unceremonious, really. Okay, so this is the time whenever I do a first playthrough of a game where I give my review, and generally people can piece together my thoughts about the game as I'm playing the game, and kind of if you follow my whole trek through the game in its entirety, you kind of see where individual parts of the game appeal to me or not, right? So, strong start. It had, I thought, the setting was pretty unique, at least for me. I'm used to sort of a sword and sorcery kind of settings. I was like, okay, so let's see where this is going. We got pirates. I went in totally blind, right? This was a viewer request. I was like, okay, we got pirates. Looks like we got like New World stuff. Cool. Combat was like, okay, it's looking a little simple right at the beginning, where it's like, but it's solid, right? It's solid. I enjoyed the tutorial fight a lot. And I feel it's funny is like I feel like it's strong start. Things were good in that beginning first town that you're in, like, which is really even before the credit, like the actual like title card shows up, and then you get to the island, the tier 4D, like the continent, the big continent, and I thought we were gonna like it's gonna be a lot more like sailing and kind of like exploring different sort of biomes on the sea kind of thing, like kind of like colonizing different places and stuff like that, right? But the whole game was spent on this one continent, right? And I think it was like about 15 hours in or so. Altogether, I think this game was about 25 hours, 20 to 25 hours, and it was about 15 hours. I'm like, man, are we gonna like do something other than be on this continent and be like and like deal with freakdom and all this? Like, I don't really, you know, I'm not really super into that, you know. And then there was also the time when I started to notice, man, I have not learned a new spell or like a new ability in a while. And that's kind of like where all the things started to like wear me down. You know, the combat wasn't evolving. Gear was wholly uninteresting, unfortunately. There was no like diversity of sort of gear sets and, you know, and kind of like different builds and different like stuff to mess around with in that regard. And then okay, well, let me just continue now. And the story really fell apart too because it really ended up just being like just like, you know, science bad, faith bad, nature good, and it's like it really was actually just as straightforward as I was hoping it would not be, story-wise. And so like, I guess, and all told, the game had a strong foundation. The game had a strong foundation that didn't build on it at all, on that almost at all. Like settings were all very similar. Enemy variety was woefully underdeveloped. In RPG, there's a number of things that are very important, and that would be stuff like enemy variety and, you know, gear customizability and setting. You need different locales and biomes, and this game didn't have any of that. So it's, I would say that it is, your mileage may vary. I wouldn't say it's a bad game. I just think that it has these basic ideas, and then doesn't do anything with them. And ultimately, I would not recommend it, the game. I think, having played through all of it now, it's harder to say whether I recommend the game or not as I'm playing it sometimes. Whether the game's systems and story and stuff like that can carry you all the way through the game's duration. But yeah, by the end, by like 15 hours or so, I was like, is there gonna be more stuff? And then like by the 20th hour, I was ready for it to be done. You know, like as Yoshi put it, right? It was like, like the game is wanting to be done now. You know, like, that's the way it felt. Like the game was like, we've shown you all of our enemy models. We've shown you all the stuff, everything that you can do, and it's like, you know, I think the plateau, like the kind of the curve, you know, up and down, you know, that's a very, the crescendos and you know, the high points and low points, those have to be kind of like properly balanced in a game, right? And reusing those bosses so many times really did not help that sort of up highs and lows. it's not like it's a long game, right? And to have reused all of the bosses as often as they did, like each of those like Nadai like bosses, right, were used like 3 times, including like main story bosses reused. And it was like that doesn't help that curve, right? So unfortunate. I think that there was something good here, but yeah, I was not very impressed with it by the end of the game in almost every way, you know. But that's the gist of it, I guess, for Greedfall. Next time, I am hoping to get back to one of my build runs. It'll probably be a scavenger run in either Skyrim or Final Fantasy 12, especially modified by me, because I mod my favorite games. So thank you all for joining me. Now quickly, I want to just it's muted, unfortunately. Pastor Dustin, I believe, is right. Yes, he is streaming. So I imagine he's probably gonna wrap up soon. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Yoshi, for coming, for DJ Gene earlier in the stream. Thank you all. Spam the Bufuki Mind Blows if you got them. Bufuki Mind Blows if you've got them. And I will see about streaming tomorrow evening. We're gonna do our Slay stream as usual, and also see about maybe streaming the new playthrough as well, the new challenge run. Take care, guys. God bless.